Welcome to episode 34 of the weekly podcast for the week starting 30th of September 2019. Can you imagine it's Spooky Scary Skeletons month? We're gonna have Halloween in like 30 days or something. Cause it's the first, right? It's October. It is, man, I don't know. I was talking about this last podcast. I am pumped for Halloween, man. Even though we don't celebrate it over here, I don't know what it is about it, man. It's just the feeling is different. You watch people online. You like pretty much every creator that you watch on YouTube is gonna thematically theme his videos about Halloween and stuff. And I don't know. It's awesome. It's awesome. Like, even though the weather here is like super still hot, and I'm debating if I should open the window or not, just because, oh man, there were a little bit of a drawbacks when recording this podcast this week, so I'm gonna talk about them later. But look, I don't know what it is about it. I just enjoy watching, creators trying to, figuring out what shall we do for Halloween, because it's been a thing that has been done for so long that what are we doing for Halloween sort of thing. And I kind of love the Goo Grumps, the Game Grumps, the show that they do over on Halloween, the Goo Grumps. That is always like, I don't know what it is about it, but to me is like their best videos are Goo Grump episodes, which is essentially the same episodes as Game Grumps ones, I guess, but they're just doing Halloween themed stuff, which I don't know. Last year that was a little bit of a disaster. They kind of didn't do it, and then the community pushed back a little bit. They were like, "Where's my Goo Grump sort of a thing?" And then they were like, "Well, okay, I guess we're doing it," And it was still a good time, It was. I think they did it sort of like a Nightmare Before Christmas week sort of a thing. I think they did, or they were saying that they did, but I think they did it earlier and then they didn't do it before Christmas or something. I don't know, it was something weird, but I'm guessing they're gonna be making it on time, like this time around. So that's gonna be cool. Also, probably maybe something from the Yogscast for Halloween. I don't know if they do have like Halloween themed streams yet, but it's still pretty early, right? We have like a month until then, so but yeah, I mean, this is the time when you get a little bit weirder content from your favorite content creators, depending on who you watch, I guess. Because hey, if you're listening to podcasts mainly, then you're not really gonna be getting any themed stuff. Although I was wondering, should I do like something different for Halloween week? Which week is that? Let me see. That is gonna be the week that starts 28th. So I do have like 4 weeks until then. I might do something. I don't know, I might do like an old school Yokpot episode where I just read scary stories or something. I just find, but not like creepypastas or anything, like real, or real in quotation marks scary stories sort of a thing, and I read those out or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see something that I can do. No, it might not be the full podcast, but we might end it with one at least. But we'll see. Maybe we can do like a longer one. Who knows? Who knows? 4 weeks until then, guys. So yeah, I'll try and figure something out so that I can also be a little bit different, Because I don't really have face cams, so I can't dress up and do the regular podcast, but dressed up as something, right? Oh man, I mean, we usually go out on Halloween and we don't really dress up, but we go out and we get like a mask or something, underneath you're like wearing a fucking suit or something, but you got a mask on, and it's weird. And you go out and in nightclubs, if you have a mask, then you gain free entry. You don't have to pay to enter the nightclub and shit. And it's like, oh well, okay, I'm gonna put on a mask, you know. Sure, why not? and spend like $30 on a mask just to enter a nightclub whose like entry fee is like $10, But hey, I'm wearing a mask. Oh man, but yeah, as I was saying today, recording the podcast was a little bit of a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. Because, so first of all, I mean, that's not really part of the nightmare, but I guess I can share this weird story that happened to me. I got up early, I drove my girlfriend to work, and then I was coming back home. I just pulled up on, like, not on the driveway, but like the parking lot over here in front of my apartment building. And, I just parked my car, and I see this old man. I mean, he's probably someone's grandpa. He was pretty old. He like picked up 2 bottles of beer, visibly irritated, and he brought them to my car, and he asked me, "Did you throw those bottles there?" To which I was like, "What are you on, dude? Like, I just pulled up I just parked my car. What are you even talking about, And he was like, "Oh, okay." And so he went back and gently put them on like pretty much the same place where he picked them up from, from the ground. He just gently put them there and walked away, The weirdest part was on his way back from my car to the place where he placed the bottles, there was a trash can on his way. He went past it. He wasn't like, "Well, I'm gonna just throw them in the trash and walk away." He was like, "No, since you didn't throw them, I'm gonna put them on the grass over here, and I'm gonna just walk away." Like, what? Really? I mean, like, old people, how do they function? I know that they are not all up there. I know that when you get old, like, your brain is not as responsive, and you start thinking in a weirder way that you weren't thinking when you were younger. I do get that, but like, how is that a functioning human being's like reaction to all this? You saw someone just parked up their car, you saw some bottles on the floor, and you were like, "Well, I'm gonna pick up those bottles, ask him if he throw them over there on the ground. And if he didn't, I'm just gonna, go back and put them on the ground there. Maybe someone's using them, who knows? Maybe someone's having a picnic there with 2 beer bottles." Oh man, bless him. I kind of cannot. You shouldn't really make fun of old people. It was just a weird thing to do, though. I don't know. It weirded me out. I was like, "What is going on here? Am I taking crazy pills, or is this guy taking them? Or has this guy not even taken his pills? Either way, man. Either way, that wasn't really like why the podcast recording has been such a drag. No, it's because I got back up here, right, and I started recording the podcast, and then there was this oh hey, warning, we're gonna be testing the alarms of the city, sort of a thing. Those things when if like a nuclear warhead is coming down on your city, and it starts going, "We seek shelter" and shit, and it goes like, "Whoa." I cannot imitate it, but it's this annoying thing, right? And man, it went on for like way too long. I couldn't record during it because there would just be like like alarms going in the back of the podcast, and then then everything was fine and stuff, and I was like, "Okay, I can record now," but apparently not. Apparently not, because the chainsaw crew just pulled up on my apartment building and started cutting trees down and stuff. And it went for like 2 hours. It was like 2 or 3 hours that they were just doing that. I think they're still even here. Right before I started recording, I could hear them still yelling at each other, but they weren't chainsawing anything for quite some time now. So they're either on their break and they're gonna start pretty soon, or they're done with at least this part of the neighborhood, and they've moved somewhere else. One of the two things is maybe happening. But yeah, that put me a little bit on edge. I can't lie. That was stupid. That was probably the stupidest thing I have encountered. But yeah. Anyway, I need to. I haven't been talking about like KFC lately. I haven't watched anything. There have been some pretty amazing fights, uh, apparently, going on, and I need to watch some of the fight nights because they were pretty. They were something that you have to watch. Apparently, there were like some pretty amazing chaos and stuff that did happen. So yeah, I might, if I do have the time this week, I might just watch them all and have like a mega UFC episode next week. Um, we'll see though. I'm not promising anything. I'll see what I can do on that. But yeah, man. You I think what is this? It's Adesanya is fighting, right? That's the main event for like the UFC. What is it? 234 or five? No, it's like 40, isn't it? 240, 244 or something. I think I might be lying. Also, just like something flying in my room for no reason whatsoever. I think I have like a window open in the other room, and like it came in. Anyway, um, so I guess the meat of this episode is gonna be me talking about the quartering. The guy that on YouTube, he, like, I don't know, he talks about the news. I guess, like, look, I'm gonna talk bad about the guy, okay? But I don't know him personally. I don't know what kind of a person he is in real life. So I really don't have anything personally. I don't have anything against him. He might be an awesome person IRL. He might be a really shitty person IRL. We don't know. We don't know. I at least don't know. So and I don't follow him that much either, so I haven't watched his streams or anything of the sort. So I don't really care about the dude's personal life that much, you know. Um, but what really grinds my gears, sort of a thing, is that I hate his content, dude. I just hate his content, man. His like news content that he does, he covers the news so badly, man. Like, it's just it, it's just, I don't know, cause he tries to be like a professional about it. He tries to have it a profession, be like kind of a professional. I don't want to say newscaster, cause he doesn't really do that. He talks about the news. It's not like he is gonna give you the news and that's just it. He's not like a news broadcaster or whatever, right? And he has said that before. It's just him, I guess, giving his opinion. Oh my god, that's tongue twister. But I don't know, cause he says that, but then he's like, yeah, I'm a source of news and stuff, and man, I don't know. If you're using his channel for someone to report you news on, it's like the worst thing ever. Which is why I have subscribed to his channel in the first place, and which is why I sort of from time to time watch his stuff. because hey, this is an interesting news. I want to hear about it. What was reported on and what was it and whatnot. And dude, like all of his videos, first of all, they start up really slow. Okay, they start up with him talking about something that is like not even connected to what he's gonna be talking about. Like most of the videos of him that I've watched are he starts up telling you about something that has happened in his personal life, but it's not too personal. It's not like he's giving away like some kind of like a personal drama that's going on. Like, yeah, I fought with I hit my wife last night, and now she's like mad at me and stuff, and we're going to court. Like nothing like that. I'm not saying he's hitting his wife or anything. I'm not saying that it was just a joke. Don't take it off context, whatever. But I don't know, like what I remember the most recent thing that I've watched of him, I think it was like when he reported on DSP, people wanting to cancel him and stuff. There was this episode, and he started the episode by saying, "Oh, what a day it is today. I'm gonna, as an adult, I'm gonna be going back to bed in the middle of the day because I'm sick and stuff." Like, dude, I don't care. Like, sure, it's bad that you're sick, and I hope you get well, and whatever. But like, I saw the news. I was interested in it. I wanted to hear about the news. I don't really care that you're gonna be going and having a nap after you record this video. Who cares? Like, honestly, it's like, what the fuck? No point of it being like that. There's no point of you actually putting this. It doesn't add anything to the video. And I guess he's trying to like beat the YouTube algorithm. He needs the 10-minute mark, because you can see some of his videos are like really stretched out. There are some videos where, I guess this is like another point of mine, but you can clearly see when he really doesn't care about the news he's talking about, and he's just talking about it because it's sort of like a drama thing, and it's gonna get clicks, it's gonna get views, so he's reporting on it. You can clearly see that because for those videos, it is, he has just like one source that he has read through quickly, and he's reading about it. He's just talking, giving him his opinion on it, sort of a thing, and you can see him like just stretching out his videos, because he usually starts up by him telling you something about his personal life, that no one really cares, and that takes about like a minute or two of the video. Then if he cares about the news, and he has did some research on it, and he was like, yeah, this is what happened and stuff, like he is gonna give you like a little expose, like what has happened until now, or some other stuff about the story. He's gonna give you a quick rundown of the story, which I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. Although when he like starts reading through like all of the articles and stuff, it's you kind of get the point of it, and you didn't really needed that long-winded expose at the start of like of the video, the start video, like before him starting even to read you the news and stuff. And that just makes it so slow, man. It just the start of the video, you're about halfway through watching his video until he like starts reading the news that you've clicked on to hear about in the first place, and the worst thing is, if he really doesn't care about the subject in hand, like the news in hand and whatever, then what he does, instead of giving you this expose thing, because he doesn't really have any more information than what he's about to like read to you, then he just gives you like this long-winded opinion piece, and look, I get it if you're like his fan and stuff. Like, sure, you're following him, so you do appreciate his opinion and you would like to hear about it, but I don't think it should be in the beginning of the video, this whole opinion piece. Now you should read through everything that you're thinking of reading, because after he's done that, after he's like did his all of those steps, like his personal life event, then like the opinion piece wash, expositing, then reading through everything he has to read, his plan to read and stuff, then he goes on, and after that he gives you another opinion piece. This is what I think, this is what I do, and whatever. And most of the times, if he has given you an opinion piece before reading the article, after reading the article he sort of repeats the same opinion piece again. It's like the same length, not word for word, but essentially he's telling you the same thing with different words. And it's like, dude, why are you? I get it. You want the ad revenue. You want to make money off of like the YouTube thing. And look, that's fine. That is fine. But I feel like you can just structure it way better, because I don't mind you putting an opinion piece at the end of the video. Okay, it could be as long as you want it to. I don't care. It could make it like a full-on podcast episode if you wanted to. You read the story and then you go for like an hour giving us why you think that. Like, that is fine. That is fine. But as someone who is there, subscribe to your channel just because when he hears like a news, he sees like a title that is like a news that I would like to hear about, I would love it if you just, did your introduction, hey, what's up guys, and then say, well, this happened, and you start reading it, and then after you're done reading it, like your fans can like stick, if they're still interested, they can stick to your video to hear your opinion on the fact, but for the people that have just clicked on your video, they're like, I want to hear about this news, it would be a lot better if you just read them what they want to hear, right? And then if they want to hear your opinion, they'll stay. If not, I'm done with the video, I don't want to hear your opinion, but I want to hear the news. I was gonna be like, thank you dude, thumbs up, I have subscribed already, so I would have done that. But like a lot of the time I just start a video of his because it's like, oh, I wanna I wanna hear like I want to hear about this news, right? This news is actually interesting to me. I want to hear about it, and it's like him just starting to talk about like something that has happened in his life, and it's like so slow, He starts his videos talking really slow, and then as he goes through like reading stuff, it picks up, the tempo just picks up and stuff, which is like, I get it, you're winging it, you don't have you haven't prepared for it in advance, something that you're gonna read, right? You're just winging it and doing it how you feel like, which is completely fine. Like, I do this with this podcast, but the thing is, this is a podcast, it's not like a short video for the purpose of me giving you the news or anything. So yeah, that's where, like, look, if I'm gonna have to give like an example of what I want my news to be like, of what is like the perfect way to present news to people and stuff, then I would say look no further than Jim Sterling. Jim Sterling, it's just his videos are structurally sound. He has thought about them before making them, and he's just reading you facts. He's either reading you facts or he's telling you facts, stuff that happened before that are relevant to the fact that he just told you about, and in there he throws his opinion as well. It's not like it's just an opinion in this piece that is just giving you the news. No, he has like his view on everything, and he is portraying that view in his news videos, but he's doing them in a way that that it doesn't really take that, it doesn't take anything from the video, him giving you his views. If anything, it adds to the video, a lot. It just adds to the video, whilst with the quartering videos it doesn't feel like that. It just really doesn't feel like that. Wait, give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Oh yeah. Because you might say TheQuartering doesn't have a script. He's winging it. He's doing all this and that. But and you can clearly see that Jim is working on. He has some kind of a script. He has some. At least he writes some bullet points before like he reads you all that, and they're like cuts in the videos. He has said something that, "Oh, that wasn't good, I'm gonna do it again, no, I'm gonna do a few more takes and stuff." But it's just, even though Jim Sterling still gives his opinion, he's not like your typical newscaster or whatever, because usually the news should not have an opinion. They should just give you the news and you should make your own opinion. So it's not, his is not like being a professional newscaster, which he's not really. He doesn't really, he's not a news channel, Jim Sterling. He's just like a gaming critique, sort of, I guess. I don't know what you would call him anymore, because he doesn't really do reviews anymore, and he just does like his impressions, sort of a thing. So he's not really a reviewer, but he's a critique, I guess you can call him a critique. And when he gives you news, man, you're gonna be getting facts, and facts, and the thing is, he has researched it, he has done it, and he's gotten like a script out and everything, and it's just so much better, dude. It's just so much better. The difference between them is that Jim usually stays away from like drama, for example, like the DSP video, or like the Yogscast videos that he made when about Terps and Kafkast and Shin, leaving the Yogscast, videos like that. He doesn't do them, and TheQuartering does, which I do have like problems with those videos as well. You call me a Yogscast fanboy or whatever, but I do have some problems with those videos, because, for example, those are like the videos that he really hasn't done any research on. He doesn't really know who the Yogscasts were, and he clearly didn't really care. He just wanted to talk about them, just because, it's like, it's drama and people are gonna come and watch it, and a good amount of people have watched his videos. I don't know if they're like his most successful videos or whatever, but I think I did saw more views on those videos than on some of his previous ones. Because usually drama videos do better on YouTube, because people want to know about the drama. It's drama. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. The thing that I remember, I think it was the Yogscast Terps video that he put out. The thing that I remember, I don't want to call people for for being hypocritical, because we're all hypocritical. It's like we all have one view, but then like the next day we actually figured something out, or we realized that we're wrong, man. It's actually, my view was wrong on this subject, sort of thing. And it's like we're all hypocrites. We all have said something that contradicts something we have said before that. It's always a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really, because the thing that grinded my gear was like, he's fine. He said that he's fine with like rock stars hooking up with fans, having sex with them and then not calling them anymore and stuff and being like oh edgy and cool about it and stuff. He said that he's like fine if a rock star hooks up with a fan, but he's like if a you but no, he was like to him it was not okay to like have a YouTuber hook up with a fan, which is like what's the difference really? Because they're both entertainers, right? Both like the fans look up to both of them. A fan looks up to a rock star, a fan looks up to a YouTuber. It's just different times. Who really looks up to many like to rock stars? I don't want to say it, but even rock is kind of dying out. It's not what it used to be. We have a lot of other stuff that are more mainstream now these days and stuff. And YouTube is one of them. There I can guarantee you that there are YouTubers that are way more famous than your favorite rock stars right now. And it's like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. Like it's sort of like a double standard. Like kind of like to me was like you were okay with one entertainer hooking up with fans, but then you were not okay with another entertainer hooking up with fans. Now I'm not saying that whatever Terps and especially Kafkas did is fine or anything. I think it was pretty scummy because they were essentially abusing their power in the community and sort of thing. But I guess rock stars do the same thing. They see girls uh, screaming at them and stuff, and they're like, I can fuck her. I can use my power to have a one night stand with this girl, sort of thing. So it's like, yeah, I guess rock stars do the same thing and they just get away with it to a degree. I don't know. I don't really want to get into like those politics. It's not really politics, but those weird fucking things, man. Just look, man. I don't know. All I wanted to say was, uh, TheQuartering's content is awful. It's truly, if it comes down to like, I don't know about his streams or anything, but his news videos. If you wanna, get the news from someone like him, it's like you're in for some bad times, or at least turn on the video on like two times the speed if you wanna get through it quicker, because it's I don't know, man. It starts really slow. He starts every video talking about something that if you are there for the news, you don't really care. I don't even think like the viewers that watch his streams and stuff really care about his like super mundane like stories in the beginning of the videos where he talks about his personal life, because it's not something compelling, it's not something interesting. Oh, this interesting thing happened to me. It's like, no, I just wore my plants right before starting this video, and I almost dropped my phone in the toilet while I was taking a poop the other day, and now I'm recording this video, guys, so hello. It's like stuff like that. It's like, yeah, it's not interesting, dude. Why are you why are you telling me this? I'm here to hear about Pro Jared getting his dick out and wanking to like weird furry porn or whatever the fuck. It's like it's weird to me, man. I'm still subscribed to him and stuff, because every now and then he does report on stuff that I wouldn't necessarily hear about, because I don't really go on the internet and look for weird drama and stuff. But yeah, man, I don't know. Just I kind of just do with the news channel what I usually do with like newspapers back in the day. I just read the I just read the titles and that's it. I don't care about whatever's inside. But man, coffee is amazing. I'ma tell you something. If you want something to pick you up, coffee is great. Anyway, ain't something else that grinded my gears. This podcast has been all just one giant rant about stuff that I kinda hate. But look, another thing I hate is notifications. Like, how can these giant corporations not get notifications right? Like Twitter, YouTube. Why am I getting even? I'm getting notifications, especially on like the YouTube app thing. From it, I'm getting notifications that are like from videos a week away, man. Like a video that I have watched, even a video I have watched 3 days ago. I'm getting a notification that it has been uploaded. Like, what is that? And the same thing with Twitter. I'm getting notifications about tweets that I have already seen in my timeline, sort of thing. The notifications about this tweet. Someone tweeted 3 minutes ago, whatever, about this thing. I opened up the tweet. It's from like 12 hours ago. This tweet. It's like, why are you giving me that? Why are you sending me this notification now? I was on my phone 12 hours ago. Why didn't you give me that notification back then? And I was gonna sort of like say that Facebook was the only the only big website that I use, at least, that has notifications done right. But then they, like this week, they were like also giving me the same notification over and over again. I'm like, okay, dude, I got that someone has added to their story, I got that the first time he gave me this notification. I don't care. It's like, oh, this person has a birthday, notification. I'm like, sure, okay, I'll meet them later. I'll tell them happy birthday in person. I don't need to wish them a happy birthday on Facebook, and then a few hours later, well, this person has a birthday. I'm like, what the fuck? I got it already, and it's like, oh, someone posted to this group. And there was, like, the worst thing was, I was sleeping. It was like 6 in the morning, or even earlier, maybe even 5 in the morning. And I hear my phone going off with like notification after notification after notification about someone posting in a group I was in. And I'm like, what is going on in this group? And it might be something urgent, because people don't really post to that group unless they have something to post that is serious now. And I open up the app, there is just one post, and then this one post has been like sent like 5 times in the course of like 5 seconds, It's like, what is going on, Facebook? I was just gonna record this podcast and I was gonna be like, look, the only platform that does notification based is Facebook, but apparently they can't do it either. Apparently Facebook can't do notifications either. Like, how are you such a big corporation and you can't get notifications to work, man? It's not that hard. You need a trigger, and that trigger pushes the notification. That is it. Why are notifications sent like days later? Especially the YouTube stuff. It just boggles my mind, man. I get notifications by videos that have just been uploaded, apparently. I click on them, they're like a week old. It's like, why am I getting this now? And the thing that really is the weirdest thing to me is when I have already watched a video and I get the notification. That is super weird. What is going on, YouTube? Like, you can clearly see that I have watched the video already because you have that. I can see that I have watched that video even already. So yeah, man, weird stuff, man. It's just weird. Big corporation, giant, like, because they're apps, they're run by one person and they do the job right. I guess they don't have billions of fucking users, right? But it's still, I don't know, man, it's still different. It's like when you're this big of a company and you fuck up in a way like that. It just pisses me off sometimes, man. No, it's not always that I'm angry about it, but most of the time piss me off. It pisses me off so much that I have like stopped notifications from YouTube at least. I have just said to the app, no notification rights. You don't have any rights. But hey, let's stop the podcast on something a little bit nicer, I guess. Something that I have enjoyed. Last night I got back home a little bit earlier than usual, and I was like, well, I have some free time. I want to do something. I was like, I want to play a new video game. I want to play a video game that I haven't played before. And I saw that on Tip, Tom was talking about uh, Cat Quest 2, and I saw the gameplay. Sorry, and I saw the gameplay, and I was like, well, I mean, it looks weird, but I don't know. There was just something about it. I was like, I should really try this game. I might like it, and I did play it. The beginning, I was a little bit, I don't want to do tutorials and stuff, so I sort of blast through them pretty quickly, fairly quickly, and the tutorial is a little bit, I don't know, as a person who doesn't like tutorials in video games, the tutorial is a little bit annoying because it's not hard of a game. It's not really like hard game, but there is like dodging mechanics and magic spells and all of that stuff, and you can upgrade your weapons, and they're telling you about that as well. So that's thing. But yeah, after I was sort of let to free roam, I did like the tutorial stuff, the tutorial quest and stuff. After I did that and I was able to like free roam and stuff, it was fun. It was actually, I think I've missed some stuff from the tutorial that I didn't read, and some of the things are like, what is going on here? Sort of think, what am I supposed to do here? But for the most part, it's an easy to pick up game and play, and I had a lot of fun playing it last night. I played like, I don't know, like 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours of it, and it was fun, man. It was, I don't know what it was about it, because it's super simple. The combat is super simple as well, but I don't know, it works. It works to me. It's like sort of like a pretty tight combat. It does what you want it to do, except maybe if you're like a magician, and a little bit like when you're casting your electricity balls that go through to kill enemies and stuff. That is a little bit weird, because you never know what's the range of it, and you kind of start shooting, and sometimes it doesn't hit it because you're not close enough, but then sometimes it just hit it and you're even farther away. I kind of, that was like a little bit like a weird one, but for the most part, I don't know, it's a good game. It is actually a good game. It doesn't look like much if you look at trailers, and if you look at I don't know, screenshots, and you see it on Steam. But I think it even is pretty. But I cannot look it up because I don't have Steam turned on right now. But it is. I think it is like a very highly rated on Steam. I guess I can open browser. See Cat Quest 2 Steam. Yeah, it's like 5 stars. It is very positive. It has 96% reviews, so that's pretty good. And am I gonna have? No, there are a lot of reviews, but yeah, for the most part, it's a great game. If you're looking for something that would not really break the bank, it's right now. You can get Cat Quest 1 and 2. I don't know if Cat Quest 1 is actually good or anything. I think it was like really meh, but you can get both the games for like €15 because it's like 40% discount right now. I mean, essentially, if you're buying Cat Quest 2, you might as well just get the bundle with Cat Quest 1, because it's like even less than €1 more, So you might as well just get them. I got them both. I'm never planning to play Cat Quest 1 though. But yeah, Cat Quest 2. That's a recommendation. That is like a good game. I don't really play many new games because I these days I just don't like anything. I don't like new games. I play my Counter Strike and I play my Rainbow Six Siege, and essentially that is all I play these days. And actually finding a new game that was first of all single player, so it didn't really matter if I do have internet connection or not, which is, I don't know, I don't know, it's not like a big problem really. But I mean, the thing is I can play by myself, right? I don't need other people, so that is cool. And you can just chill because the game is not hard. The game is not really like hard and stuff. It's just, you know casually play through it, and it's fun. I don't know, it's fun. There are like a lot of puns, a lot of like cat and dog puns. So if you're like a person that loves puns, to me I don't know, the it's not like the best dialogues the they are in the game, and it's all like written down. There is no voice acting or anything. So but yeah, there are a lot of like puns with purring and pause and whatever, wherever they can like fit in like something. It's usually, there's always like a line that has some kind of a pun. I think every line has a pun. They've made it up like as a, I don't know, as a challenge for them to have every line in the whole game like have a pun and stuff. So it's like, meh, the dialogue is not great and stuff, but it is like your typical quest game, I guess. You go do some quests. Um, no, there was like a fun quest. It's like a side quest where you find this skull, and then the skull is telling, "Oh, let's go find my body." You find his arms, then you find his body, and there's like this like, um, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like there is like this box that that he figures out where it was, that has like treasure in it or something. Then that was like a weirder sort of fun quest, that you should do. And it's like not like a main storyline quest. You can just go and do them. That is like what I love about it, I guess. That the quests, the map is not really big, so you don't really like someone's telling, oh, go collect me this thing, or oh, go to this dungeon and do this, because if someone does tell you, like, the dungeon is essentially, you have a 10-second walk at max, and there are like some stuff that you can kill on the way, and it's like fun to go and do them. It's not like The Witcher, for example, or like Dragon Age Inquisition, where you just have to, because their worlds are way better than Cat Quest 2. They have amazing worlds, great build and stuff, but to me it was like the traveling between quests, and oh, I gotta go travel to the other end of the map now and do this and then bring it back here and stuff, and you don't really have that. You don't really have, I guess, the downtime when it comes to Cat Quest 2. You just go and it's like pretty much next to you where you have to like complete your quest, and the whole map is not really big, so you can traverse it quite easily and stuff. At least where I am right now, I have like these two islands. One of them is the Cat Island, the other one is the Dog Island. You probably unlock other islands on your way, but yeah, there is none of that as well. There is none of walking for like ever, for like minutes to like go somewhere, for like 10 minutes going somewhere, then you have a journey back sort of thing. There is none of that, which is I quite enjoy, because as I said, I don't really have time to play a lot of games, and this is why I don't really play big RPGs anymore. Just because it's like, they're fun. Don't get me wrong. The Witcher was a great game. Dragon Age Inquisition was also a pretty good RPG, but they just have so many like time wasters, I guess. There's like downtime in between action, and there's always stuff to do in those games, because their worlds are way richer than something like Cat Quest 2. But there's like, what if you're just like, oh, I just wanna, you always get to a point where you're just like, okay, I wanna just beat the game already. I just wanna go do just the main quest, not gonna bother with any side quests or whatever else, because there's just downtime in between, and you're like, oh, I just wanna do this thing, and it just ends up like wasting your time, sort of thing. Which I mean, I guess if you're like an RPG player, you do enjoy that, and I did certainly enjoy that when I was playing. For example, the first Fable when I was a little kid, and I had a lot of time to just. I was essentially back then almost all my free time was on the PC, and I was just playing games and stuff, and that was all I was doing, you know. Right now, I don't know. I would love to do that. I think I've talked about it on previous episode of the podcast. I would love to have an MMO, uh, and have a week to play just this MMO, and do go back to the old days of me playing MMOs with my friends, and we barely ever got out, and we just stayed in home, we're being trolls, and just playing this MMO, all of us, and the good old fun days when you were a kid and you didn't had any responsibility, sort of a thing. Especially summertime, it's too hot outside to go out. No, we may go to the beach a little bit in the morning, and then blammo, we're home, we're playing video games. It was great, man. It was. I I do miss those days a lot. But fuck. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it over here, guys. I gave you a recommendation. Go play Cat Quest 2. Tell me how it was. Did you enjoy it? I certainly am going to probably play it tonight, because I think tonight I'm gonna be free. I think I'm not going anywhere tonight. So I feel like I'm gonna do another quick sesh of Cat Quest. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Halloween is coming. That is cool. That is pretty cool. I can't wait. I can't wait to not celebrate over here. But yeah, as always, hope you enjoyed. If you do wanna talk about anything I've talked about on the podcast, there is the comment section down below. Also, Twitter is in the description. Go follow me over there. I'm not spamming too much, so you might see a tweet or two from me, mainly when the podcast goes out. I tweet out that mostly. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you all next week.